Welcome to another video on my walking robot Mirft2, which is based on the fischertechnik TXT controller, running embedded Linux, programmed in Python, using OpenCV for grabbing images with this camera of these objects, and it uses also, when appropriate again or available again, two touch sensors, and of course gears to walk, and well, another switch for this just to test, and an LED which was initially just for checking. Current status is that I'm still in the process of modeling using Blender, remodeling that is. And last time I found that I needed quite a few more parts than I thought. Also, the imaging, for which I use in OpenCV the HSV color separation, UE saturation and value, and apart from some very good images a while ago, that doesn't work out now, and I don't know why, so I'm still investigating that. But first, let me fire up the controller, and because it is right now too heavy for the two motors that are running it, I have it on an elevation, a scaffold, so no battery and AC power. Right now booting the community firmware, which is the only way I can use it as part of my network. When I use it via default firmware, it works as a DHCP server, and that means that I can't do it the way I want to do it. So with this option I go to the standard graphical user interface, and I will try to access it. I have to acknowledge the SSH connection, which I've done now, and I'm in. So connection is nice. In one terminal I start the editor for the source code of the program. So all I have to do now is put it into position towards that one, towards the object, and go ahead. So let me do just that. Just like this. And at what distance it is, well, that's another point. The further away from the object seems not to matter. Lighting seems not to matter. So what does matter? That is a very good question. So let's go to software and see whatever I can get out of it. And then, unfortunately, I made the recording without sound for some reason, so I have to do it again. Hopefully this works. Anyway, what I did was making on a distance which was here, so further away from the object, this image. Move this. So this image, which was out of focus, with this as a result. and well, I was about to change focus when I realized, well, what happens when I do when I put it in this position here and then redo. Well, that is clearer. And the strange thing is, I didn't change the focus of the camera, but at the same time the result was as bad as could be, like this one. Using darktable I can import the this image, of course. So I need this one. At least I think it is this one. No, it's not. Alright. Anyway, this image is not good. Well, it could be better. Let me run another one. Counting cycles again, because the first one was the first number of cycles was 2, then 1,8, and this is even less. So first, the image, is that any better or not? And by now it is 941. Is this better or not? It is about the same, not surprisingly. Alright. Then, yeah, premature image. That is annoying, very annoying. What is the difference between these results? Slightly better. Slightly better. But then again, last time I was experimenting with these values, and that didn't work out at all. So what I actually should need to do is really checking out the values of the HSV, hue, saturation and value, and more like the UE, or saturation, that could be as well. But the typical thing is, analyzing this, these are brighter red or lighter red than these. So most likely I should change these values. And for that I had in mind let me go back. No. How do I load the correct one? View, so a file name, time, okay, this is not working out. Not working out at all. Anyway, hue, saturation and value is to be looked at, because using the blob and the filter is absolutely no use. Not now, not with these images. So back to checking those values again. And I somehow managed to get a feeling of it. Now imagine this darktable. This very much out of focus image, but color probe here, not LAB as the last time, but red, green, blue. And with these values, I go to the color picker, 208, 82, 104. Guess my surprise. So light means in this case being RGB 82104, which says HSV is 350 61 82. Alright, then color picker. Quite the opposite. So the first one is, let's say, light. Second is writing down 1292118. Putting that into this column again, I get 129 then, and 21 and 18, which gives me back HSV of 28651, which is quite dark. And everything is in between those, I think. So going here, the lighter, the higher the value, the darker it is. And I'm not talking about this because this one is color. So this confuses me. How is this the same? Okay, let's copy this. Yeah, let's do that. And dark, make it 86. And this 51. Now upper, kind of makes sense that upper is light. 5. And then 61, although they say this should be 350. But I have my doubts. Although 350 comes, is that so? No, okay. 61. And 82. So now let's take a look at this and how it works out. And yes, I have. Oh no, I just make the same image. I keep this image, and then this one will make the difference. So let's go. And the cycles, I forgot to write them down. Go. So, counting the cycles as well in the meantime. 1, 2. All right. Yep. So now I want to have, which one? 9, 45, 16. That's good. You wish. Okay, that means that I am going to change these values. So this one will become 2 and this one will become 350. Now let's run again. Counting. One 0.8 something. Again, what this time? 955 something. Not going to work out at all. In no way this will work out. So, despite these values and this converter, I'm not anywhere closer to what I want. So this is quite irritating. Which values do I have to use? I have no idea anymore. And I don't like that. Alright, new attempt, and I will forget about these two. Or should I? No, I don't. Yeah, OpenCV uses different values. GIMP uses different values. So what the advice is to divide this into half, since OpenCV uses a very different value as is indicated in this size. So OpenCV uses for UE a maximum of 150. Going here, what is 350 divided by 2? 150, 175. So if I change it to 175, this to 30, although this is within the limit. 2 is certainly in the limit. I also probed some other colors and I came, but that was not from RGB but from LAB, coming out to 338 and 351. So that is not that much difference. Anyway, I'll use this for now and see whatever it comes up with. Counting again. One, 0.8, let's say so. And by the way, the LED right here shows the start of the algorithm. Now we are with by now 10, 15 and no change at all. So the original versions are still the best. By far the best. then again, this is what is the correct command. But then the whole challenge is how to get from here either this value, and another thing is, oh, this is of course the wrong way, because OpenCV doesn't use RGB but BGR. So this should be 23, 21, 125 converted to HSV. Then this one should then be 105, 105, 91 and 213. So using that as, no, where's my color conversion? Okay, yeah, this one. No, this BGR. Okay, anyway, this changes matters, but how, that is still a big question. No, go away, go away. Anyway, this is bad, but I'm not giving up. And it's time for modeling. So, from here to Blender. And last time I found that I made a mistake and that I have to and had to decrease the length of several parts. I haven't still done that here. So this being one, and then duplicate and duplicate. That is way better. Still missing. Am I missing? No, because here's one. That is better. And in this frame everything is black. So the question is, what good is it to do this? No, stay where you are. Better save everything. Server comes back online, so wait a bit for the best result. Yep, that's it. So now everything has been severed in separate parts. That is good. Although this is too long, I think. It's 4 parts. So yeah, it will be a gamble how much that will be. I also gave everything the correct distance from the wheels. And this is still a mystery. But at least it gives an idea of what is what and how. So I need anyway 2 more motors. I need a lot of these separate parts. This is where the controller comes, and then I'm talking about, of course, the controller. Are the wires large enough? I'll have to see that. Another point is, of course, the legs. They will have to be remodeled. Haven't done that yet. But this won't be such a problem. And by the way, these parts are here. This construction is here, and also on the other side, of course, because otherwise the force on the gears pushed the whole structure aside, out of each other, so, or apart, whatever you call it. But that is not the case right now. So let me give things more color. Let me see if I can do everything at the same time. You wish. You wish. Okay, one by one. So yeah, how's thing going to look like? Well, like this more or less. It's still only the frame. And they're not quite the same apart, but I don't mind right now. And what do I miss? Do I miss anything? The axles. I do need axles. And all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's another question. How to put them in. Wait a minute. That's another thing. If this is correct, yes it is. Then this should be correct. And looking at this is not entirely correct, by the way. This should be like this. Then this. This is better. More natural. Things have to be precise. So looking at it that way, I made a little mistake, I think. Because, and let's take it here without falling off the elevation. This part, which is this, is red, because that is what the gear is through. So this one should be here, and this one should be red, which also goes for this one. Same goes here. And why is it red? Because the part that the axle goes through is red. So then this is much better in color, so you can see which is which. Then what does this one go through? That is let's see, that is the second one, and I haven't even drawn that, but it is at the same elevation. So select this one, and duplicate, slightly up, slightly there. That is better. Duplicate. Ooh, that is no good. So how does this wheel come there? Now this looks like this, which is not entirely true. Entirely not true if I look at this, because how the axle is in the middle, so how can this be there? Right. Now things are more likely. And I'm way over time. So with this result, I wrap. So, being over time for a half an hour video, let me push it back to its position. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment or suggestion. Very much appreciated. You can also follow me via Instagram and Twitter. Please donate to keep everything coming to you. You can donate via PayPal and Wired, which is banking. And you can also become a patron and have your name mentioned on my website, but depending on the pledge you make, also via my videos. This is going to be continued. Have a nice day and bye bye.